This Legend series is awesome.
JRW live. Hit the aisle, stack the card, chase that rare one, play it smart. Bobby Joe right by his side. JRW live ride. JRW live. Let's go. Toy hunting shows on the road. Figure reviews, bold predictions too. WW week breaking it through. JRW.
What's up, JW here too? The new WWE Elite Series Legend Series 32. It's kind of crazy. I literally just filmed a review on Legend Series 31 yesterday, and I was going to post the video of what you guys are watching today of Legend Series 31. I'm like, wait a second. I just got this in the mail from Mattel Creations, Legend Series 32. These figures aren't supposed to drop until October. They went up for like in-stock order randomly during this past week. And I'm like, oh my god, I gotta grab these. The only other figure I didn't grab was Yokozuna because I don't need him. As you can see on the back of the packaging, Yokozuna is the other figure. What the Build-A-Figure is Dory Funk Jr. I'm not quite sure who that is. I don't know, is it Dory Funk's son? Not sure. But I was gonna post the Legend Series 31 review, but I'm like, holy shit, these figures aren't supposed to be out until October, and I have them in hand, so we're gonna review them. We're gonna post them ASAP. So let's get these figures opened up. I'm super excited. Big one is being Mark Henry. This is his first figure with WWE since he's returned, since when he went to AEW for a while. Now he's back to WWE, has a Legends deal. We haven't gotten a Mark Henry figure in forever. Hopefully he has good leg movement because he always had really bad leg movement. We got Singles Earthquake looking awesome. We got Brian Pillman. Absolutely awesome figures. Let's get enough of the packaging and everything. Let's get these figures opened up and let's review them. But real quick, here's the back of the packaging if you want to see it, the artwork and everything of the wrestlers and everything like that. If you want to pause the video and read the descriptions, go ahead. Otherwise, we're going to get these figures opened up right now. All right, so we're going to start off with Dory Funk Jr. So here's his head scan. I don't really know what he looks like in real life, so I don't think that's supposed to be there, though. I'm marking his head. I'm not sure, though. But overall, decent little rough-looking hair, I got to say. A nice little white cowboy hat goes on his head, fits nice and snug. And then you just pop that on his torso, which isn't a very jacked torso. And then he also comes with the arms. The only thing we are missing now is the legs, which comes with Yokozuna. So there is Dory Funk Jr. Without his legs. And then he comes with the interchangeable hands of the open claw hands. So now on to Brian Pillman. We're going to do his accessories first. So he comes with a set of mic holding hands. One's already on him. And then he has a set of the 4 up hands for the 4 horsemen. And one's already on him. And then speaking of the 4 horsemen, he has a 4 horsemen t-shirt, the Roman numerals for 4, got a horse, and then horseman, and then the little WCW logo. It's a nice black t-shirt, the inside's more white, and it's just your typical Velcro Mattel t-shirt. And then onto the figure itself. He looks absolutely psychotic with that face, but first, starting off with the boots, he's got your typical black wrestling tall boots. Then he's got like a light red matted, more like a red matte color for his pants, pure red knee pads, and then the inner thighs are black, and then on the sides you got the 4 and H for the 4 horsemen, black with a bunch of silver circles. Kind of almost looks like chainmail kind of. That's what at least it reminds me of. And then this side also says 4H for 4 horsemen. Nothing on the back of the pants or tights, but overall not too bad. Knees. This knee's a little stiff. Yeah, definitely on the stiff side. Both knees are a little bit on the stiff side. Legs, not too bad. Ooh, this leg's good, but this one, yeah, that one's a little rough. Come forward very well, so there you go. Ab crunch is good. He's got a smaller shredded torso, and then smaller arms, double jointed arms, mic holding hands, and then the 4 horseman hands. And then onto the actual head, he's got that crazy looking psychopath head scan. And then the light beard, faded beard, and you can see both eyes there. Just one's covered with the draping matty looking curly hair, which is a bunch of different colors. You got the dirty blonde going into more of like the light brown into the darker brown. You see it very different shades of hair with his long curly hair, but overall it looks really good. And then there he is with the t-shirt, which fits very well, nice and snug. Overall, a great figure. All right, so now on to Earthquake. All his accessories is a set of interchangeable mic holding hands. So that's it for Earthquake. Now on to the figure itself. A monstrous, massive figure, because Earthquake figures are always so huge. Honestly, I really like collecting like the really big guys because I just think their figures is like so cool. Sometimes they're great to collect, and then sometimes they're really difficult because their legs or ab crunch. is stiff. So we're going to find out right now about this Earthquake. I have the Shark, and then I also have Earthquake when he was in a tag team with Typhoon, the National Disasters. So this is my first ever singles Earthquake for WWF. So that is kind of cool to have. So starting off with, he has these like really big boots because he's a big guy. They look stretched out, like a royal blue with white laces, white bottoms. Then he's got those monstrous, massive legs because he had very fat legs. And I always feel like Mattel does a great job representing like the big guys for their legs and stuff like that. I feel like these look great. And honestly, look how smooth these are moving. These are, in my personal opinion, these might be some of the best legs I've seen for a big guy. They do not go out super far, but they're nice and smooth, they're like smooth like butter. That is impressive. Knees bend great, so that is impressive. Usually they're stiff, and that's kind of loose. The ab crunch is not stiff, almost a tad bit on the loose side, but he's got the light blue singlet. Says, yeah, this spinning is very loose. Okay, so his torso is not stiff, but on the other hand, I got a very loose version, so that kind of sucks. It's got the whatever, like the little waves going up and down for like when you watch, like I can't remember what that's called, but for like you see the little lines going up and down when an earthquake's happening, going around. In yellow it says Earthquake on the back. It's got a little yellow and red spot. And then he's got his arm tattoo of like the tiger, double jointed arms, fist hands, decent sized arms, and then onto the head scan, which I honestly think this might be the best Earthquake head scan they've ever done, or head mold, whatever it is, because technically he's not alive to scan his face. But damn, this looks really, really good. The pissed off face, the beard, and then the balding head, the shorting, thinning bald hair, and then the long hair on the sides and the back. I mean, I think this looks like really, really good. But overall, this figure feels great in hand, and it looks great. All right, so now last but not least is Mark Henry, which is probably the most anticipated figure in the set because it's his first figure, I think, since 2016, 2017. So it's kind of crazy. Actually, I take that back because he got one in a series that was like in like 2020. So, but I think this is like the first version of this Mark Henry since like 2016, 2017. We don't get a lot of Mark Henry figures, and we haven't gotten one ever since he returned. So this is a big deal. He's got Mike holding hands, and then he comes with a really cool shirt with the pissed off Mark Henry face, Hall of Pain. This looks really good. On the back says all will suffer, so it's not Velcro, so it's like the Ultimate Edition shirts you have to stretch on. You have to stretch it over them. These are the ones that always look the best as well. But yeah, that looks really good. And then onto the figure itself, we have Mark Henry looking absolutely fantastic here. So this is a big thing. Everybody's been wondering, have they fixed the legs? Because if you have any Mark Henry Elite legs, you understand the legs are terrible because first off, they have like no range of motion going out, which it's about the same. But the big thing is, will the legs go forward at all? And I'm here to tell you, it's really not much better. Like this leg, it does not want to go out at all. So it's the same. This leg goes all the way out, but I'm pretty sure it's the exact same mold and everything of the originals. I can go grab some of my Mark Henrys to compare. All right, so I have some of the original Mark Henrys. These are my only Elite Mark Henrys I have. Part of the problem right now is this one right here. I cannot move his legs because they're glued. Because if you know these Elite legs, if you play with them at all, there's a good chance they will break because obviously the moving problem. So this one I've had for a long time. So yes, he has broken legs, so they're glued. But looking at the mold, it is the exact same thing. There's literally no difference. You look at this one as well. It's the exact same build. The only thing that is different is the arms are different. So we'll take a look at that. But the legs are the same on the whole torso and legs are all the same. All right, so now back to the reviewing the figure. So he has his same boots that he's always had, those little black boots, the giant black knee pads, which the knees do bend a lot better, I will say, comparing to this. Like, look how stiff the knees are there. The knees definitely bend better, which is nice. Then this is the first time seeing a yellow and black singlet for Mark Henry. It's all black with the yellow trim. It says WSM for World's Strongest Man. You got a man pressing a bunch of weights above his head, just like he did in the Arnold Classic. Both sides, and then the back it says WSM, the awesome lettering logo. WSM for World's Strongest Man. Ab crunch is good because sometimes that was another problem, but we have new arms because I believe this is his first ever figure with double jointed arms, and they actually are smaller than his past Elite figures. They bend good and they move good. They actually have good motion and everything. Like, I really want to see though a Ultimate Edition Mark Henry because I feel like that's the best way they can make a Mark Henry figure. But overall, the arms do move good. The ab crunch is good. The torso moves good, but the legs just are very stiff like the originals. And then I believe this is a brand new head scan that we've never seen on Mark Henry. And I honestly think this looks really, really good. It looks like young Mark Henry with the long braids and then the beard. And I feel like that looks just like his face. I feel like if you compare it to the older Mark Henry, it's definitely a different mold. It's definitely different. They both are good. I honestly have always thought Mark Henry head scans and stuff like that, they've always been good. I've always thought this bald one is probably the worst one, but I've always thought they've done a pretty good job with Mark Henry. But yeah, overall, this figure feels good in hand, just besides the legs still have a problem going forward, but not too much of a problem going side and side, which they used to like not move at all. So we have had a little bit of improvement, but not as much as I would like to see. And then here he is with the t-shirt on. I gotta say, it is a tight fit trying to get this t-shirt on. You gotta do a lot of stretching and stuff like that. I honestly recommend taking the head off. I did not do that, and I guarantee that'd make it a lot easier, but it does fit very well on. It looks great. I'm definitely gonna pose him with the shirt on because it's a little different. All the other figures don't have shirts, so this looks really good. There you have it, guys. That is the review of the new WWE Elite Legend Series 32. Mark Henry, Earthquake, and Brian Pillman Jr. Not Brian Pillman Jr. Brian Pillman, this is his dad. Brian Pillman Jr. is in NXT. And then what's his face? I don't know. Forgot his name already. Dory Funk Jr. Had to look at the packaging. But yeah, overall, I honestly think all three of these figures are really, really good. I was very excited, the most excited for Mark Henry. And honestly, I think it delivered. Just a little disappointed that they didn't fix the legs completely. And I still think they can make them a little taller. I've always thought Mark Henry figures are on the tad bit short side. And I think the biggest problem is they still use the same legs and torso. So I think they need to completely restart on Mark Henry figures. I don't know. But overall, I think they're great figures. These aren't stock. They're not shipping. They're Target pre-orders. If you pre-order these right now, because they're available right now on Target, they're not shipping until October, and they're not going to hit stores until October. The only way I got these was because of Mattel Creations. They went up for in-stock order this past week for like, I don't know, it was a couple hours, and they were sold out. I just luckily saw them, grabbed them, and yeah, now if you guys have seen this review, they're not up on Mattel Creations, so you're going to have to wait until October, or if you want to pay extra money on eBay, because I guarantee a lot of people bought them on Mattel Creations, and they're going to double the price on eBay, which I do not recommend doing that. But overall, awesome figures. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, because we have so many, and hit the notification bell, because we have so many videos coming out soon. We have so many reviews. We have a Legend Series 31, the series before this to be put up as well. We got the new Legends Hacksaw Jim Duggan. We got the new Ultimate Edition Logan Paul. We got from the Vault AJ Lee figure coming from ringside that's going to be reviewed. And then we got the Chicago Toy Show this weekend. There's so much awesome content coming soon. So you're going to want to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, because there's awesome content coming. So stay tuned for that. This is Jerry Live, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
JRW Live.